All right, everybody, welcome to the Studying Brew, episode 1036.
Yes.
It is going to be a good one. I know I was a little carried away with my voice, but you know what? It is windy outside and it is crazy. So I'm just going to go ahead and preface this episode. We're going to try to get this done before the power goes out. That's what I'm going to try to do. We're in Southern California, and they time to time shut the power off because they don't want to start another fire. Winds picked up in our town, so warnings are going. There's a fire not too far from here already, so we are safe. I don't want to startle anybody. I know everybody's still in the kind of a post-traumatic stress about the fires in California, but we're safe enough from those fires, and they're already, what I've been told, is already out. So we good. But at any moment, our power could go out. So if everything goes dead on that side, we'll see you tomorrow. So just let you know. If anybody panics on the Zoom and they're on the chat and they're like, "What happened to them?" You can explain to them the power probably went out, and we'll see you tomorrow. With that, my name is Andy. I am the guy that is giving you our Edison warning, but you're not here for my electrical and wind updates. You're here for Brandy. She's got her Series 6, 63, 26, 65, and her Series 7, which makes her more than qualified to teach you all things you need to know. So that way you too can get a pass notice. What a great day. Happy MLK Day, right? What else happened today? Just kidding. We got a new president. I heard. I don't know if you guys are aware. Got a new president, President Trump. We are now in the golden era. Is that what he called it?
I don't know. We're just
Golden age, golden America.
our
I don't know.
47th president.
Yes, the
Second.
47th president is we're on a ride. So we all riding on this together, and let's bring in the new era with some new licensed folks. I was actually asked by a guy who's just joining us tonight. Say hello to everybody. Say Pablo. What up, Pablo? He from California. Uh, welcome. We are across the United States, so not just in California, but we got folks from Hawaii. We got folks from Ohio in the house. Sometimes we got people from New York. We got Arizona. We've had people from Alaska. We're all over. So, and on the replays, I want to say thank you to everybody that's been watching on the replays. It is awesome. Look, Carla, Wisconsin, what up? It is cold over there. I'm just saying, man, you guys got cold. Uh, Wisconsin's freezing. You seen what's going on in Ohio?
I
Jeez,
really keep.
I don't think I walk around outside without a blowtorch.
No.
Damn, man, I don't know how they do it either. But welcome. We're glad that all of you decided to be here because you could have been anywhere else, but you decided to be here. And this little study thing that we do at night, as I was telling Pablo, is a way to stay, you know, on top of it.
Yes.
Stay consistent. Build it into your routine. Because if you haven't learned anything, I want you guys to learn one thing. You're not going to get this license if you don't stay consistent. You're not going to do much if you don't stay consistent. You have to stay consistent. As I used to say all the time, consistency. I like it like my Jello. Well, if Jello ain't consistent, you just got water. You ain't even got Jello. You got colorful red dye number 40. I'm just saying, you gotta keep it consistent. Gotta keep it consistent so you can get that done. And we have this little bit of free. We do have more content. We do have a whole system in place. We got a whole 21-day plans and 60-day and 30-day, and Brandy's gonna put that up on the screen in just a minute. But this is our free session right here. So you guys have a place to go at night to connect. And then afterwards, if you're on live with us, we'll take your study questions. We'll take any questions you got. Do you want to ask me about what was my favorite A-Team character from back in the 1980s, that sitcom, that television show? It might be AB. It might be B.A. Baracus. And if you're too young to know what the heck I'm talking about, we'll talk about young stuff too. But we can also talk about studying. How do we get it done? What do you recommend? All that great stuff. One of the things that we talk about, the pillars of doing the Kona style, and we're going to hit on that tonight, is keyword connections. Y'all, listen tight. Listen up. There's a study program I'm not going to say their name. It rhymes with Snaplin. They got like a 489 page book. 489 page book. Can you imagine reading that? And you got like 2 jobs, running a business, got a whole house full of kids running around, got a hungry husband or wife or however it works in your household, or girlfriend, boyfriend, I don't know, whatever you got going on. My point is there's a lot going on, right? There's a lot. 489 pages. Go read all that. And Brandy touched upon this today in our exam mastery today and in our daily message. You might want to check that out. But she was talking about 489 pages of reading. And then they tell you, go take some quizzes and then you'll pass the exam. Go take a couple quizzes and then you pass the exam. Y'all, that's not how it works. Not with securities. You might have done it with your life licenses, your health, or whatever it is that you took, but not in securities. FINRA makes sure that none of these Q banks that you see are on the exam. Not even the way they're worded is exactly the same as the exam, Brandy, right?
Oh.
Not at all. But do you know what you need to focus in on? Keywords that don't change. If someone says peanut butter and jelly, what's the first association you make? Sandwich? Lunch? Right? Wonder Bread? I don't know. But you get what my point is. There's certain connections that just link up. Keywords is just go together, right? Peanut butter and jelly sandwich, bread, whatever. We're going to show you how to make those connections with keywords that we have picked out from all this studying to really simplify how you look not only through the content, but also how you go through these exams and how you can zero in on no matter how long the questions are, no matter how weird the answers are worded, there are certain keywords to pick out. And then on Tuesdays, we do techniques. We show you how to even get an answer without even knowing the content. Do you need to know content to pass these exams? Of course you do. You need to know some stuff. But do we need to know 489 pages of it? No. Do we need to know who wrote the Comstock? No. Do we even care? No. Is it on the exam? Then I want to know it. If it doesn't look like it goes in that far and it doesn't go that deep, and I don't need to know 489 pages worth of content, therefore I don't need to recall 489 pages of stuff, will that help you remember it? Yeah. If it's simplified, will you recall it? Yeah. Will you retain it? Probably. And if you can do all those things, guess what? We're learning a system on how to pass exams. Not just one, but it's a complete system to how to pass multiple exams. This is not a system where we're just teaching you how to pass one exam. We're passing multiple. And if you're a Primerican person, you got to pass the SIE. You got to pass the Series 6. You got to pass the 63. You got to pass the 26 if you want your own office. And if you want to be an advisor, you got to pass the 65. So we got the SIE, we got the 6, we got the 63, we got the 26, and we got the 65. That's possible 5 exams. Do I want to do some MLO stuff? That's 6 exams. That's 6 exams. Is it fair to say that you need a system that passes multiple exams or just one? You need to learn how to pass multiples. So tonight we got you with the keywords. Let's get into it, Brandy. Let's share the screen. Let's let the fine people know how to connect with us and all the great stuff that we have, because nothing's for free. Y'all know that. There's got to be a commercial, and we promote ourselves because this is the only marketing we do. So if you guys love it, if you guys want to share this, that'd be great. Help a brother and sister keep the lights on, although the electricity might get cut. Yeah. But we got a great system here. Check out our study programs.
We have course videos and live sessions. We have all member sessions because that's how we connect to you guys during the day. We have soccer. We've got study hall. We've got one-on-one tutoring and daily. Have all that.
Sorry. All right. Sorry about that, everybody. I usually do this. Brandy's caught off guard. I'm literally fighting off a cold for the last week, and my vocals are not just there yet. We got course videos. We got live exam sessions where we go into it live, where you can ask Brandy questions, get that exam mastery done. That is for members only. We got all member sessions where we're like Monday today. We went over like study tips, how to break down quizzes, how to get the most out of it, how to raise your scores, all that great stuff. We got small group tutoring, got one-on-one tutoring, we got daily accountability. Go check it all out on our members area. Scan the QR code, which says connect to everything Kona, or hit the links that are going to be in the chat as soon as Brandy gets that up in there. If you are on live, or you could just simply scan the QR code if you're watching this on the replay. Books for sale. We got them for the SIE, the 6, and the 63. You don't got to be a member for that. That is yours to keep. But if you want the videos to play in that SIE interactive video that you can keep in an e-form, guess what? You got to be a member. In those books, look, we got them down. The SIE is only 100 pages.
I was going to say.
Only 100 pages. Only 100 pages. We got that Kona community. You can connect with us. We got it on the Discord, just like the kids do. We ain't doing gaming over there, but we're doing the game of passing exams. What? Yeah, you can even people have actually streamed their live quizzes, and they've done quizzes together, right? Eric's in Oregon, Tim is in Ohio, Olympia was in Texas. We got people in multiple states at the same time, all quizzing together, helping each other out over there. You can join on there without being a member as well, but you do get special privileges if you are a member. But we have that all available. Scan the QR code, hit the links, and if you're old school and you just want to talk to a person, you want to text somebody, 951-290-3077. That's me. Give me a call, give me a text over on the Kona phone. Also, we got the email, KonaButterflyz@gmail, if you want to give me an email there as well. And if you're worried about writing all that down, scan the QR code. The contact information is also over there. So you can go ahead and have that in your phone and check it out. We even got a video over there that explains our whole system. It's for free. You can watch it and check out how the whole Kona thing works. All righty. Tomorrow, I'm going to say this. I'm going to keep it positive. I'm going to keep the positive mental attitude, the PMA. If our power does go out, we've been told that we might lose it until tomorrow. And if that's the case, bless you. If that's the case, if you are a member, I will send out a message that says we have canceled the day classes because of power outage. Yes. And I would simply go to another place to do it. But if I don't have power, that means a lot of places around us don't have power either.
That is true.
So we'll just catch up with you on Wednesday. Keep your notifications on. Look for those emails, because if anything changes tomorrow, we'll let you know. But as of today, as of tonight, as of this recording on Monday night, it is SIE Live at 10 a.m. It is 6 Live at 11 a.m. It is Kona Study Hall. And then we have the small group tutoring all meeting up tomorrow. Check those local listings and times. And if you're a member, look for that email with that Zoom access that is available for you. None of these sessions will be recorded. If there is a question that you want Brandy to go over in those sessions and you're not going to be on, let her know, because you never know. She might hook you up. So let her know if you are a member.
Yes.
All right. KonaButterflyz is also on Spotify. You can connect your Spotify and your Patreon account together if you are a member. Catch those content audios over there on the Spotify. Because as I said, if you got 2 jobs, you got kids, you got all kinds of stuff running around, right? Sometimes an audio is just all that you can do. You got to keep in shape. Maybe you're on the treadmill, maybe hitting the elliptical, maybe hitting those glutamus maximus is on the stair mill, right? At the gym. Get the content on there. You know what I mean? Fellas got to look in those yoga pants, you know? Right, fellas? We got to look good in those yoga pants, right? We got to get those exercises in. How it works. All right. Brandy's just changing it up. Kona Catchphrase. All right. On the Monday. Probably best. Keep me out of trouble. All right. All right. Let's do the Kona Catchphrase. This is easy. I want you guys to play along if you're on live in the chat. We want you to put what you think are keywords. And look, if you haven't studied and you don't know securities content, you don't need it. You don't even need it. Do you know how it looks when 2 answers look like they're similar? Guess what? Those might be keywords, key phrases, key, what do you want to call it? Key answer. I don't know how you want to say it, but if you see something similar, put it in the chat. If you see something that's opposite of each other, put it in the chat. If you see something that looks a little weird, maybe it's got a weird vibe, maybe that answer is a little strange, you're like, that makes my common senses tingle, and you're like, that makes no sense to me at all. Put that in the chat. If you're playing along at home version, write it on your piece of paper, and then as I go through the answers, you do that. Don't say it's answer A. Look for keywords. Remember, none of these questions are going to be on the real exam. We want to look and observe. We want to start challenging our observational skills. These are like skill sets we're going to take into the exam, right? So we want to challenge ourselves. Look for those keywords as we go through the answers. Then we're going to put the question up, look for keywords or something that pops, put it in the chat, and then Brandy will tell you all how you did, and then we'll just go from there. You ready?
Yep.
All right, let's go. All right. D, front running. C, free riding. B, churning. A, pump and dump. Pump it up. Yep. Dump it, dump. That means you're just pumping up the prices and just dumping it, right? We're just like making more value and then just getting rid of it. Churning, turning over, free riding. We're looking for a ride for free, and then running in front, cutting in line. I didn't see anybody put anything in the chat. They're all nervous. See, that's what I'm talking about there. There we go. B is one word.
Yes.
B is the one that's different. If I didn't know anything,
yeah,
I might have just picked B just based on that. I ain't gonna lie. I haven't even seen the question yet. But this is if I'm quizzing and I'm having fun.
Right. Hold on. I have to catch up to your keywords. Okay.
Form of securities fraud where the price of an owned stock is inflated, perpetuating false and misleading positive rumors in order to sell the stock at a higher price later is known as what? Inflating? Is that on there?
You said it. Like you said exactly what it was. That you're gonna pump the price.
Inflating.
Dump the stock.
Inflating. Right? If you're pumping up something like an inner tube, a tire, aren't you inflating it? And then you're dumping it because you want to sell it at a higher price, right? But it's probably all false. Just nothing but air.
Yes.
You know there?
Yeah.
Keywords. Disinflation, stagflation, inflation, stagnation. Disinflation, inflation, opposites?
No, actually, it does not. Deflation and inflation are opposite. Disinflation.
I think they're like dissing you. I don't know if you remember that. It's a diss track. It's a disinflation.
Okay, so this is what I did. I'm just gonna tell you guys what I did. You guys will never guess what I did today. So
are they way off, or are you trying to say that?
Um.
Hey, by the way, Donica's back.
No. No, I just looked at the words. So I saw inflation. You have to, you remember, you guys heard me talk about disinflation. And I saw stag and stag. Right? So this is like a double dip. That's how I saw it.
Got it.
And that this was weird, right?
See, when she says double dip, you see it had flation. She took flation out of two different words, and then in from from the other. If whatever, she did it perfect. Stagflation. There you go.
Okay. So one of the things, guys, that I think we confuse Mondays and Tuesdays with is that you're gonna pick this just based on the fact that
right, because it's a technique.
But I want you guys to focus on the words. Stagflation is a weird word, right?
I'm glad you brought this up because I saw in the Discord, and you haven't got to it yet, but there was somebody who posted, they were like, I followed one of the techniques, which was a Mona, but all of the Monas were there. What do I do now? Keywords.
Look at, okay, so I'm going to do this one for you guys, right? So headlines, consumer prices are rising while unemployment remains high. That's a weird thing to do. How are prices keep going up if nobody's working? That's a weird situation.
Because think about it common sense wise. If nobody's working and you have a store, that means nobody has money, right? But you need them to buy stuff. And usually when businesses need people to buy things, don't they put things on sale and they drop the price, right? They're all sales, but they're not dropping the price. They're going the opposite way, and nobody has money either.
Right. That's why it's weird.
That's why it's weird. And can we all say that's not a good place to be?
Because inflation, and you guys heard it today, because I know you all watched the news today, is prices going up. Stagnation, somebody put it in there. This is a puddle of water. It's not moving, right? Weird word. And disinflation is actually lowering inflation.
By the way, I think the last time we had stagnation in this country was during the Jimmy Carter era.
It was
Rest in power, Jimmy Carter.
because even during the pandemic, when people were unemployed but prices were still going up, that was not a stagflation situation.
Right.
That was because we had a lot of money to spend.
There was a lot of money out there.
Yeah, we weren't working. We weren't working because
Renee's like, do we have inflation now?
No,
Go, Brian.
actually, it's 2.9%.
It's not bad at all.
Nope.
Not right now.
The report.
Although the prices of milk are a lot higher than they used to be, technically it's not inflation right now.
No, it's controlled.
Increasing industrial production, decreasing inventories, B, higher consumer debt, A, decreasing defaults.
Debts are default. Wait, defaults are debts. That's right. Okay. This is debts.
It means people not paying the debt, right?
Not being paid. Exactly.
That means a good thing, right? Because decreasing default.
Okay, so look at this stuff right here is not securities vocabulary.
No.
So did you see how Andy and Eric broke this down? That's not using securities vocabulary. It's looking at the words for what they are.
So if we have if we have a decrease on defaults, that means people are paying their bills.
Right.
That's good.
Right. Now, what about higher consumer debt?
That's not good. That means they're going in debt to consume.
There you go.
Decreasing inventories. That means we don't have a lot of stuff on the shelves.
Or people are buying.
Right. They're buying it all up. Remember that in the pandemic?
So this is a good thing, right?
Could be. People have a lot of money. They can buy it.
Right. And then
increasing industrial production. That usually means good.
Yeah, it means people want it and people are working.
Right. Which are all good. Increased GDP.
Exactly.
Gross domestic product. That is a securities word. So we only have one sad face.
So then what's the answer?
Probably going to be the sad face, but we got to look at the question because we're looking for keywords. Which of the following are characteristics of an economic downturn? Just like that face, the down face, downturn, down face. But you see how some of this could be confusing if you saw decreasing defaults and you did not give it you did not think about what it's saying. You could get trapped in getting that answer wrong.
So to speak to the person who put the question, I did Mona and what do I do next? These techniques get you to at a starting point. And I am going to say, probably the majority of the time, 6 out of 10 times, it could pick the answer for you. But there's another 4 times where you're going to have to do what we're doing tonight.
You're going to have to observe and break down. And some of you might be like, well, that takes a long time. Yeah. You get faster. Have you ever had a job? Right? Most of us have all been employed somewhere. All right. There's always that 1% like, I've never worked for anybody. Well, good for you. But most of us has had a job and that first day sucked.
Why do we always have to go fast at everything?
Right. Everything sucked. We didn't know anything and everybody's way quicker. And you're like, I don't know if I'll ever get faster. But as the more you did it, the better you got trained at it, the faster you got. And the next thing you know, you're mastering it. Right.
Yes.
Same thing with this. You're going to get better and faster. D, a set amount monthly or quarterly for all trading activity. C, a set amount for every trade. B, for every trade based on the size of the trade. A, $5 a trade.
There's a number.
Jenna, yes, $5. Hey, by the way, shout out to Ruby, first time out here. Hi. What other keywords we got? Come on, Pablo. We got this.
Type of fee. C and D start the same.
What up, Sammy?
I like that. So check this out.
Hey, we got Roderick Lewis on.
Yes. So we look at, guys, we've got a trade, right? There you go.
There you go.
We
Look at
got
that.
the trade. We got trade. And then we have all trading.
We go from trade to everything.
And then look at this. These are opposites because they start off the same. And one is saying trade and one is saying all trading.
Monthly or quarterly. Yeah. A fee-based account charges a fee-based account.
Fee-based account.
A fee-based, that's the keywords.
That's the keywords. And it matches to?
Flat fee. Right?
Matches to?
And we're going with?
Matches with all trading.
All trading. Very good.
Fee-based, all trading. So you guys see what we're doing there?
I feel like some people wanted to say that, but weren't sure if it's a fee base. They were thinking that means just one, right? Like it's just one fee, one. No.
I mean, we've seen things where we get charged per service, or we just get a service charge for a set for all fees.
Yeah, like the car wash. Well, I'll break it down like my car wash. Like I could go there and pay one car wash per time, right?
Per wash.
Or I can join their fee based and I just pay one flat rate and I can get as many car washes. Didn't you just go through? Yeah, I'm gonna do it 5 more times.
Yeah,
why?
I just paid for it.
Because I can.
Do you guys, we all have experienced that in our lives.
I'll do it 5 more times tomorrow. D, it is automatically revocable. C, the grantor can change it at any time. B, it cannot be altered after the grantor's death. A, it operates only during the grantor's lifetime.
Very good. Life versus death.
I feel like it can't be changed after someone's gone. I mean, that's the whole point.
Because we're probably talking about
Dude.
a will, right? Or a trust.
Right.
Or trust. Okay.
Right.
So
I went through the trouble of putting this together while I was alive. I don't want it changed when I'm dead. I mean, it seems like common sense to me.
Okay, let's look at the question.
Which of the following statements is true about a descendant trust?
And look, this is what I'm going to say about this. We could have gone, let's talk about A, let's talk about C, let's talk about D. But at the end of the day, we know that a trust is a trust and that we set those up so that somebody knows what you want to happen with your assets after death. Can that be changed? No, because then what's the point of a trust?
Right.
I trust this is going to happen after my death. Do what I say.
Right.
It can't be changed.
Right.
No matter if it's revocable or irrevocable.
Because Uncle Willie and I were not that close. He's not getting all my money.
To me, this is one of those things that we could very much overlook because we're not sure what a descendant.
Everybody knows I like Bob better. Just the way it is. I'm sorry, Bob. Bill. Whatever.
Okay, this question should be on a Tuesday. Because there's one thing about this question that makes it the answer. And it has nothing to do with the words.
Should I even read the answers?
Nah.
Okay. You take over then.
You guys ready?
Can you highlight keywords for him?
Yes. 6, 4, 5, 4. Over here.
Who do we appreciate?
5, 4, 5. This 6 is the only 6 in here. Now, Eric did put it in the chat that 6 plus 5 is 11. So I could even say that this one's 11, this one's 9, this one's 9, this one's 9. It doesn't matter. It's the only 6. 5 and 4, 5 and 4, 5 and 4. It's the only one that's different.
We're not even reading the words.
I'm not reading the different. I'm just reading the numbers.
Do you guys see? We're not even reading the words.
Yeah. And that's the answer. Based purely on, that's why I said it should have been a Tuesday, but that's it. That's it. That's it.
And then Chantel did put limit 10. So
Yeah.
that is a little bit of content.
Yeah.
But we can do this without the content.
Yeah.
Just pointing it out. Keywords, looking for the key numbers in this case.
Not. And then this is where that content would come in. Over 10. Doesn't it? But you guys see what I'm saying? We tend to overthink this stuff because that's a lot of numbers. That's a lot of words. And we miss the point. There's only this one answer that had a different number.
That's it.
That's it.
That's it. Keep it simple. That was it. And we're done. We done.
Done.
I know you guys are used to long meetings, right? But we ain't about long meetings. We're about getting things to the point. That's the way we run our membership. That's the way we run our free. That's the way we run everything. And if you have ADHD, guess what? So does Brandy. And that's why nothing is over an hour. Even our videos, all of our live sessions, nothing is over an hour because anything more than that is just pure torture. Because most of the time we don't remember any of it. So we like to keep this to like a half hour. And then I want you to go try it out. Go check it out. Go get a quiz going wherever you're doing, wherever quiz banks you're using. It doesn't matter. And go crank it out. We have MLO passers and we don't even teach MLO. Why? Because we teach a system on how to pass exams. We've got people who've gotten their GEDs, their masters, the MBAs, all that great stuff. And guess what? It's because they know a system on how to pass exams. That's why. You start to learn to look for these keywords, these techniques, all this stuff. What else? I thought you were going to say something. All right, everybody. Tomorrow, God willing and electricity willing, we'll be having those member live sessions. Watch out for those emails if you're a member. So make sure that if I set out an email that we're not going to have sessions, I will do that. So that way you guys can free up that time. Keep that time, but free it up so you can do your own independent studying. And we'll meet up the next day. And I'll have more of that coming your way in the email boxes as well. But as far as we are tomorrow, we will be back for those member sessions. We'll be back for the free Studying Brew tomorrow night, same bat time, same bat channel. But none of that can happen unless you stay safe out there. Wash your hands. Don't touch your face. Don't touch your friend's face. That's all I know. And keep the positive mental attitude. PMA, everybody. Have a great night.
Thank you guys so much for being on. We so super appreciate you. Practice looking at the words in your quizzes. I promise it'll give you an edge. We will see you guys next time. Have a great one.